Imagine you've just written a check for $500,000. For that price, you could have a brand new Lamborghini Revuelto, a Ferrari SF90, or a literal mansion in the suburbs. But instead, you're standing in a dusty garage in Chatsworth, California, looking at a 1952 Chevy pickup that looks like it's been rotting in a field for half a century. To the untrained eye, it's a pile of scrap metal. But to you, it's the ultimate military-grade sleeper. Underneath that patina, which is actually a meticulously preserved layer of history, lies a powder-coated Art Morrison chassis, a 430 horsepower V8, and wiring harvested from military aerospace tech. You didn't just ask for a restoration. You requested a vehicle that looks like a grocery getter from the Eisenhower era, but is engineered to survive a literal desert raid. But to understand how we got to the point where billionaires are paying $500,000 for rust, we have to go back to the beginning, to a man who decided that good enough was a mechanical sin. Section 1. The birth of the new. Old before Icon became a household name in the world of high-end customs, the industry followed a simple rule: make it shiny. Restomodding was about chrome, neon paint, and leather that smelled like a new couch. But then came the request that changed everything. A client approached Icon founder Jonathan Ward with a bizarre proposition. He didn't want a perfect car. He wanted a car that looked like it had been forgotten by time, but possessed the soul of a modern-day assassin. He wanted a 1952 Chrysler Town and country wagon, rust, dents, and all, but he wanted it built on a chassis that could pull one lateral G on a skid pad. Most shops would have laughed. You can't put a Ferrari hard into a rusted-out family wagon and expect it to hold together. But Ward saw an opportunity to challenge the very definition of luxury. This was the birth of the derelict. The engineering was staggering. We're talking about a custom-engineered chassis from Art Morrison, Brembo brakes hidden behind wheels designed to look like period-correct Steelies, and a fuel-injected LS3 engine. But the most insane part? The aesthetics. Ward and his team had to figure out how to integrate modern comforts, like air conditioning, Bluetooth audio, and power windows, without cutting a single hole in the original, weathered dashboard. Every knob had to be custom-milled from stainless steel and hand-painted to match the 70-year-old patina. It wasn't just a car anymore. It was a $500,000 art installation designed to be invisible to everyone but the person behind the wheel. Section 2. The War on Plastic. But the obsession didn't stop at the patina. As these insane requests flooded in, Icon established a rule that would make any modern car manufacturer's accountants faint: the zero plastic policy. In a modern $100,000 luxury SUV, the interior is a sea of painted plastic made to look like metal. Jonathan Ward found this to be a mechanical insult. So in these military-grade restomods, if a part was originally plastic, it's deleted. Every knob, every vent, and every switch is reimagined. We're talking about CNC-milled 6061 aluminum or 316 surgical-grade stainless steel. Even the sun visor clips and the seat adjustment levers, parts the owner might touch once a year, are engineered with the precision of a Swiss watch. Why? Because the insane request here isn't just about speed, it's about longevity. One client reportedly asked for a vehicle that his grandchildren could drive in 50 years without a single interior clip snapping or a dashboard cracking. To fulfill that, Icon had to look toward the sky, literally. They began using aerospace-grade wiring looms and heat-shrink connectors that meet actual military flight specs. This isn't just a car anymore. It's a forever vehicle. But as the engineering reached its peak, the request for the materials inside started to get even stranger. Section 3, the twist. And this is where the line between custom car and industrial art completely blurs. Once you've replaced every piece of plastic with metal, what do you sit on? For a client looking for a military-grade, vintage SUV, standard leather wasn't enough. They began sourcing dead-stock materials, fabrics found in old military warehouses that were originally intended for troop transports or experimental aircraft from the 1950s. These materials were designed to withstand fire, chemicals, and decades of abuse. It's the ultimate flex. Sitting on seats that were technically designed for a Cold War bunker, while your dashboard hides a state-of-the-art digital audio system that stays completely invisible until you turn it on. But as we'll see, when you combine 1,000 hours of labor with materials that haven't been manufactured in half a century, the final bill is enough to make even a Silicon Valley CEO hesitate. Section 4. The price of patience. So what does it actually take to fulfill the most insane requests in restomod history? It's not just a blank check, it's time. A standard icon build can take anywhere from 2,500 to 5,000 man-hours. To put that in perspective, a modern mass-produced SUV is assembled in less than 20 hours. When you're paying for a military-grade retro, you're paying for a team of specialists to obsess over things you'll never see, like the way a door latches or the specific haptic click of a toggle switch. This level of detail has created a market so exclusive that even having the $500,000 isn't enough. The waitlist for these builds often stretches 2 to 3 years into the future. In the world of the ultra-wealthy, where everything is available instantly, this wait is the ultimate luxury. These owners aren't just buying a car, they're commissioning a mechanical legacy that, thanks to that no plastic rule, is designed to outlast them. Section 5. The conclusion. At the end of the day, these insane requests reveal a shift in how we value technology. In an age of screens and disposable gadgets, there is a growing hunger for things that feel real, things that have weight, history, and a soul. Whether it's a rusted-out wagon that can outrun a Porsche or a vintage SUV built to military flight specs, these machines represent the pinnacle of human craft. They remind us that sometimes the most sophisticated thing you can own is a 70-year-old truck that refuses to die. So if you had $500,000 and 3 years to wait, what would your insane request be? Would you go for the shiny supercar, or would you choose to hide your power behind a layer of vintage rust? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of high-end restomods, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more stories on the icons of engineering.